When we're working with PlayMaker Pro, we often need to select and unselect things. So let's learn how to do that. The easiest thing you can do is go under Edit and do a Select All, and that selects everything on the page. And you can see the appearance of all the selected items have changed. The players have kind of a gray background in a frame. The lines have handles where the points are in a line. Boxes have handles in all four corners and in the top side and the right side. Text has a gray background in a frame and also has a handle so you can rewrap the text. Now to deselect everything, we'll use the selection tool and just click on nothing, and now nothing is selected. To select individual items, we can use the select tool and just click on an item. If we'd like to extend our selection to something else, we can hold down the Shift key and click on another item and another item. And if we'd like to remove something from our selection, we can hold down the Shift key and just click on the items that we want to remove. Now, if you have something selected, it's really easy to use the Select tool to move that object around the page. You can see there are a bunch of lines that are flashing here that show us when this object is aligned with something else. The purple vertical line in a piece of text shows that that text is in the center of the page. It's also easy to delete things once they're selected. So if we select this line and hit the delete key on the keyboard, we can get rid of that line. This funny text down here, we can select and hit the delete key and get rid of that text. We can also change the attributes of things by selecting them and then going under the Format menu, and we'll change that player's symbol to an X. We can select this line, go under the Format menu, change the thickness of that line to thicker. We can select this box and go under the Format menu and change the fill color of the box. We can click on this text and select it, and go under the Format menu and change the size of that text. Now there are shortcuts for changing attributes. If you right-click on a player, a small menu comes up that lets you change the attributes of players, so we'll change him back to letters. We can right-click on the line and change his thickness back to medium. We can right-click on this box and change his fill color back to none. We can select this text and right-click on it and set its size back to 14. If you'd like to select a whole bunch of things, you can use the Select tool and use it sort of like the Box tool, in that you click where you want to start and hold the mouse button down, drag the mouse down and to the right, and as it draws a box and things fall into that box, they become selected. When you have everything selected you want, you just let go of the mouse and the selection box goes away. And we can click on nothing in order to unselect what's selected. So let's click on a player. There's some special select commands under the Edit menu that let you select all players in a play. You can also select all players in a play and the routes that start near them. Or if you like, you can just select those lines or the routes. So those are all the things we can do with selecting and unselecting with PlayMaker Pro.